there, folks. I guess you noticed the other day that I live along a creek. This creek is rapidly rising as Ida is coming through, and I'm going to show you everything that I did to prepare for this impending doom. Then what you do afterwards, and how you can have a positive attitude through it all, because God's got you. If you've never danced in the rain, you should probably try it. It's pretty wonderful. Well, hello there, lovely people. Leah here, Doers Nation, and we're at Pathways to Peace. The same Pathways to Peace that you just saw me at the other day. It was slightly more peaceful at that point, though. I actually found out during the editing of that video that it was pretty likely that my house was going to take on some water from Ida coming through. And I tell you what, I don't really appreciate her very much right now, but we are going to weather this storm together. God has my back. I can always have peace no matter what storm I'm going through, as long as I choose to pick up God instead of fear and worry. And I have prayed a whole lot throughout this, and I know that you guys are out there praying for me too. So I picked up my life vest, which is, you know, Jesus, and he's gonna carry me through this situation. And Larry, and where's my Denver babies? Oh, there he is. We're all gonna get through this just fine. I have a knowing. I'm confident that regardless to the storm, there will be some positives amongst it. And prepare, right? So if you don't prepare to succeed, unfortunately, you are preparing to fail. And in this case, I thought I might as well prepare. At the very least, I have a really nice summer clean out if it doesn't flood, because my entire downstairs is currently emptied out. So I'll get to do a really nice deep clean. Oh well, maybe rearrange some stuff and make it exactly how I want it. That's how good my God is. He has given me the security that surpasses all understanding. I want you to have that. I want you to have that so bad. So keep an eye out on the creek. I wish there was a way that I could do a time warp without having my camera go with the creek. But we are going to get through this. And thank you so much for the prayers. Love you so much. Leah, Doers Nation, and we are currently bunkered down at Pathways to Peace. I thought I might share some of my lunch preparations with you in case anybody else ever finds themselves in this predicament. They know how to prepare. Now, there's no way to really know how high this is going to go because you can't really predict the future, but I have this feeling on my heart right now that this might be the time when that creek decides to make its way into my home. Here's what I did to prepare. As you can see from up here, all of my large outdoor furniture is currently ratchet strapped to the trees. I moved everything away from the fire circle, and I tell you what, if that creek takes that fire pit away, it earned it. Same thing with that bench, because it does have concrete base to it. I have some more furniture over here, my wheelbarrow. I brought my ferns up and my wicker furniture onto the balcony. I also have a lemon and a lime tree. A friend of mine actually started from seed. That was very kind, and I'm going to care for them very well. And inside of the home, please do not judge me on the current situation here inside of the house, because I moved as much as I possibly could up to the upstairs of my home in hopes that it wouldn't reach here. So I do have stuff stashed pretty much everywhere, although I did try to keep it cute because I can't help myself. The boys definitely know that something is up, but we're going to be headed to the family farm, and they don't mind it there at all. What's going on there, bears? And we have our Denver. Oh, hello, sweet boy. What have we been up to the past couple days? Have we been preparing for a flood? And I tried to set everything up in somewhat of a systematic manner, and then that way I can bring it down as I need it. But I did put all of my kitchen stuff, fireplace, cooking stuff up here in the front, and more stuff stashed up here. Kind of looks like a hoarder's house at the moment, but that I am not. All of my coats, I may be just a little bit obsessed with coats. Please don't judge me. Shoes, multiple bags of shoes. Again, please don't judge me. And we'll take a walk down here to the downstairs, although there isn't much to see. Kind of looks like I'm moving out. The convenient thing is that I will be able to deep clean the entire house when I get back. So if it doesn't flood, it still served a purpose, and I'm not sad. Not to mention, I kind of wanted to set up a little bit of a studio in my back room. So now that is completely cleared out so that we can do some amazing things with Doers Nation. I am kind of stoked about that. Again, God really gives us a lot of positives amongst the negatives, and I'm excited to share those with you, because it is when we are in trials that true faith shines through. And I know deep down in my soul that God has a bigger plan for this flood, and I am just going to wait out the storm with the confidence in Him. But as you can see, I cleared everything out, minus some of the stuff that was on high points on my walls. I do have to unplug the router and take that upstairs before I leave today. Out of the downstairs window here, and cleared everything out of the cabinets. I have my priority stuff ready to take into the truck, and my muck boots. Although I'll tell you what, I've been outside a few times today, and I think that the Crocs are the win for this kind of weather, but that's just my opinion. Back room is all cleared out, and I tell you what, I know that this isn't a great situation, but I do feel very prepared, and I am so grateful for God, because He gave me the strength necessary to just muscle through preparations for this. I did also clear out the bathroom cabinet as well. All that stuff is going to come with me to the family farm. And the water is definitely here. This is what we're looking at right now. I did ratchet strap my statue to the pavilion also, and all of my tables as well. So we'll take a trek out here in the rain. And I'm not even putting shoes on because, well, what the heck, they're gonna get wet anyway. Girls ratchet strap to the table and also to the pavilion. I got the FJ here. I had my Honda taken over to my parents' farm already. Yesterday, I loaded up an 8x18 trailer full of all of the large stuff that was in the downstairs of my house. Because I have a spiral staircase, it can't just go upstairs. So that is all packed safely in an enclosed trailer, and that also got parked at the family farm. Creek's definitely roaring. You can see a heck of a difference from the video I took the other day. And a great way to gauge the creek for me is the steps that go down to my dock into the creek. And we'll go check this out here and see how many steps that we have left. And it's looking like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, We only have 9 steps to go, and we have about 20 to start with. Denver is not fond of water, and Larry loves to play in the rain. Oh my goodness. Does everybody know that poodle means splash? Ooh, shake it off, Bubba's. Shake it off. I wish there was a way that I could set a camera out here and do a time warp while the creek rises, but there is too much risk that that camera is going to be floating down the creek also. So we're going to take this in as long as we can until it becomes a danger, really. And I did just take a drive out to see what the roads look like, and they are already starting to have water on them. So I'm probably gonna head out of here within the next hour or two, because as you can see, there is quite a pool already started around the house. The wonderful thing about this property is there is a huge farm field behind my property that the water can dissipate to. You know, again, you have to find the positives amongst the negatives. And I tell you what, God is gonna carry me through this. I did put everything up that needed to go up in the pavilion and take everything out that needs to come out. So we're pretty darn prepared in here. Put everything else in here that I didn't want to float away. And my shed is prepared too. So I would say we did a pretty darn good job. And all I can ask for is prayers from all of you that there is as little damage as possible, and that if I can, that I find the positives amongst the storm. God is so good, and I am so grateful to have him here. I joked earlier that I should have built an ark, and it's kind of hilarious. I did put my kayaks up into the rafters, so those puppies are safe unless the pavilion goes floating. You are worrying, you're not praying, and if you're praying, you're not worrying. That's definitely the case here for me at Pathways to Peace, even though it's about to be called the Raging Destruction! It's important everyone also knows that before you leave your house in a situation like this, you do need to shut your breaker off to all of your electric. So here is your breaker box, and you are just going to turn all of these to the off switch, and then you don't have to worry about the water with the electric, at least for the moment anyway. So just a little bit of a tip for you there. Shut your breaker off before you leave if you're expecting your house to flood. Start your engines, folks. Start your engines. Who's back here? Are we going to safety? Me and the boys are making our way to safety. Made it successfully to shelter, and all of my vehicles are here, and my belongings are in the trailer. So now we weather the storm at my original home. And this is the road to get back to my house. It is currently a raging river, as you can see, and there is absolutely no chance that I am making it in the lane today because my house is approximately a quarter to a half a mile back this lane right here. I would predict that there is between 2 and 3 feet of water currently in the downstairs of my home, judging by the speed limit sign. And this right here is the bridge that comes over the road right before you get to my house. There's just no way of seeing my house right now because there is absolutely no way to get back there. First time experiencing this, but I always knew the risk associated with Pathways to Peace. And again, I think right now it's more likely Raging Destructor. I will keep you updated along the way. It is not recommended to walk into flood waters, so do not do this at home. And finally, the water has dissipated. It went as fast as it came. And now it's time to check out the damages and see what needs to be done to make it all better. Gurgle, gurgle. And you can see here that the water got up about 3 feet, both in the house and outside of the house. Honestly, we fared pretty well, all things considered. Yep, you can definitely see it there. Thankfully, the propane tank was attached to a concrete base with a wire braided cord. All things considered, I believe I fared very well, and I am so grateful that I followed my heart and prepared for this, because now I just have a mess to clean up. Instead of a whole downstairs worth of belongings ruined, ratchet strapping everything to the trees worked. I don't think I lost a thing, minus some trash cans and some firewood. So God is good, and like I said, He does protect us if we believe. This could be so much worse than what it is. Thank you guys so much for your prayers. I have got to give a shout out to Bounty Paper Towels. Got down on my hands and knees and wiped all of that mud and water up. It only took 3 rolls of paper towels to do this entire downstairs. We are now in the prevent mold phase of the game here in the flood world. I did just get done spraying every single piece of everything that has had water touch it with Microban, and I have fans going out the windows, a dehumidifier going. It's fairly clean considering that there was a river through my house just this afternoon. And as you can see, it was all the way up to the chair rail. But I got the fans going, micro van on everything, some air fresheners, because I got a sensitive sniffer. I tell you what, folks, we fared pretty well. Thanks for the prayers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Can't wait to see you next time.